Okay, so this video kind of turned out longer than I expected it to. So I cut this into two parts. So what you're going to be seeing now is part one. Part two will be next Friday. So thanks for watching. Okay, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to wrap up the primary side of this 76 shovel restoration. We're going to do the clutch. I don't know that I'll put the cover on this side yet. I want to be able to check the jack shaft out and everything when I get the electrical up. So I'll probably leave the primary open for now because I still have to run all the oil lines and everything. So in another couple of weeks we'll be able to start this motor up. But I did want to get the clutch out of the way and get that all in. Then I'm going to show you the difference between the two clutch plates that I bought. One was from, I think Twin Power was the name of the company, I have to look at it, and the other one was the clutch plates that came with the bike. I don't know the manufacturer of it. There's no markings on it or anything like that, but I'll show you the difference in the plates. One is the stock plates, the other one, the Twin Power one, has Kevlar plates. It says they're racing plates. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. So anyway, let's go over to the bike and we'll start working on the clutch plates. Okay, so this was the original clutch that was in the bike. I have no idea what order I took these out because I was not planning on reusing this. But the more I kind of inspected it and looked at it, it looks like the plates are good. It doesn't look like it's that old. So we're going to clean this off with alcohol first. Then I'm going to sand them because they are kind of smooth. So they need to be roughed up a little bit. And then we'll compare them with the new clutch plates that I picked up. So it's all I'm using is 91% alcohol, just to try to get some of the surface stuff off. And I've already cleaned these once, but I didn't do it on camera, so I'll just show you, how that's coming out. And if you hear music in the background, I don't really care if it's copyrighted or not. I don't monetize this channel, so I don't care if I take any kind of a hit as far as playing copyrighted music. My intent was to never monetize the channel, so I can kind of do stuff like this. The only thing it does is that any kind of ads that run go to the creator of those songs. So, and I like listening to music when I'm working on a bike, and that's the one thing that I don't like about making these YouTube videos, that I've kind of had to stop listening to music when I work. So I just got it in my head, you know what, I'm not monetizing the channel, so I don't really care. So we'll have some music anyway to listen to. But like I said, I've done this once already. It doesn't look like they were that saturated with oil, but I did want to give these another cleaning before I put them in. I don't think, since I'm going to sand these, that it's going to make a difference what order these go in as far as me taking them out of the bike. I don't think it's going to make a difference. I never really had a problem with these clutch plates when I was running the bike. I did have a problem finding neutral. That could have been just a clutch adjustment and not necessarily the plates. But we're going to fit them to this new 3-finger hub that I got, and we'll see how that works. These steel plates look pretty good too. Now, the difference between these clutch plates and the Twin Power clutch plates is that you don't have these anti-rattler arms on there. Now, I don't know that it really makes a difference. I've had clutches with these arms and without them, and I never really saw a difference in any kind of noise. But according to the manual, you can actually replace these. There's little ball bearings on here that are on kind of like a little spring in there, and they say to test these. I don't know if you can see it right here. There's a ball bearing there that's on a spring, and they say to test those, and if it's not working right, you can actually file these rivets down and replace them, but I don't know anybody that's ever done that. I think they just replace the steel plates. But we've got the other hub over here, you know, with the spring, so we'll kind of finish that up this time. Let me just finish wiping these off, and then we'll get some sandpaper and we'll do a light sanding of the friction of the fiber plates here, and then we can we'll take a look at the other clutch plates. So let me get some sandpaper and I'll be back. Okay, so what I've got is some 60 grit of aluminum oxide. We're going to rough these up. You don't need to do a whole lot to rough these up. You just give it a light sanding. Clean them off again. So you can kind of feel they're they're not rough, really that rough, but we'll just scuff them up a bit. You don't want to get a glaze on these. And you can use different, you can use wet, dry sandpaper. I just happen to have aluminum oxide around, so I'm just using this. I don't really think it matters what sandpaper you use as long as you can rough them up. You don't want to rough them up too much, but just enough so they'll grab when they need to. Kind of get some of the, I mean, I don't know how long these have been in the bike, so I don't know how much oil is, worked itself into these things. They look like they're not that old, so. But we'll do all these and then we can start mounting these in the bike. Now the twin power ones seem to have had some pretty good reviews. They're a lot lighter than these clutch plates. And I'll show you the difference. We're going to weigh them, the whole pack of both these plates and the twin power ones, and I'll show you the weight difference. Okay, so I think that's it for that. Let's clean these off again. Get any kind of dust off these. So I think the next video we're going to clean the oil tank out. I got some kerosene to flush the oil tank, so we're going to do that. The next video, now we used to take these and just rub them on concrete. I have a concrete floor here, but it's painted, so not something that I could do in here. I thought about maybe driving to some place that had a warehouse and doing it, but it's just as easy to do it here with sandpaper. Get the same effect. And I kind of already fit these to the new clutch hub. I think there was one that was sticking a little, so we might have to ream that out. We'll put it on there again and check it. So that way you can see okay, so that does that, and you can see if you look at these clutch plates, they're not really roughed up that much, but they're roughed up enough where you just need to do it a little bit. We got all the dust off and everything on these, so we can start installing these. But I want to show you the other, the twin power clutch packs, so I'll be back with those.